Yeah, true. Mm. Riots are done. Yep. Hey.
Hello. We are back for another session of Tales of Lost Souls. I will be your DM today, a demon. I am joined with all my current players in no particular order. We have Sage.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
We have Neza.
Greetings.
We have Omega.
Hello.
We have Katron.
Sup, everybody?
And last but definitely not the most forgettable, Chaos.
What's up, bitches? Oh, how demons supremacy.
What an intro. I gotta say.
And as a side note, happy May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Star Wars Day, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised that just because it is Star Wars Day, that it'll try to get copyrighted at some point.
Just say happy Star Wars Day to the Star Wars fans out there.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's a nice day. I think there's a lot of deals and sales on Star Wars-based games if you're into them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, oh, that's now copywritten, much like, Happy Birthday was at one point.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
What?
The
Yeah.
song Happy Birthday was copyrighted at some point. However, it was removed.
It was removed pretty quickly afterwards, but for a brief moment, it was.
Who the
Jeez.
hell would do that?
The people that made the Happy Birthday song.
People made the song.
Yes.
It was existed, like, the sky was blue, grass was green, water was wet, the Happy Birthday song existed.
Nope.
I mean, it's much like how the term Band-Aid is actually an official product, and you have to use adhesive strip.
Huh.
Same with Velcro. It's a company name, not the actual product's name.
Yeah.
I
Mind
didn't know any of
blown.
this. I've committed so
I mean,
many
hell.
crimes then.
You committed a lot of crimes.
Yeah, but these
Oh, yeah.
ones were
As a-
unknowingly. I want to do them
As also,
knowingly.
also as a fun fact, most games did also fall under this as well. But if you have a first aid pack in a game that has a red cross for health, that is technically a war crime.
Serious?
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yes. You can
Wow.
look that up if you don't believe me.
I've committed war
Yep.
crimes.
So, fun fact: Stardew Valley has committed a war crime.
I think most games from the early 2000s have committed a war crime. Including
Also, I
not
was just looking
limited
at
to
Steam.
Halo.
Also, looking at the Steam sales, Jedi Survivor is now $17 Australia.
That's not bad.
Jeez. That's not. Yeah, that's decent.
That's an 80% discount.
Sounds like I
Same
can go
with
with
Battlefront.
the other odd
Same
saying,
with
like, it's
the-
finally been released. For those of you who are patient gamers.
None of us are.
I mean, I've already got the game, so.
I haven't played it because my laptop will explode.
So
Yeah,
when you
I've
do,
heard that on release it wasn't actually that good. There was like many stuttering and bug issues.
It was extremely buggy.
oh yeah, but like when you look past that, it's actually a very good game. I think it definitely expands upon the first one very well. And as a Star Wars fan, I must say it really does delves deeper into the lore as well, and a couple of nice cameos.
The only Star Wars game I've played is Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Oh, how I so want to play that game.
It's a good game. I like it.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked with Star Wars. Let's get back on before the DM starts to kill all of us.
Nah, I'll just go up to you since you started it.
We should have done a Star Wars
It's just
one shot for
it's
today.
just it's just like a happy day.
We should have done a Star Wars one shot for today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
wow.
let's.
Yeah,
Save
Omega
that for
is
next year.
very used to those.
And oh yeah, back on our other topic as well. when Stardew actually fixed it to patch it, that was their statement in the patch notes.
Fix a potential war crime. Oh, I would love to see an image of that. Somebody reading it out similar to the Sims 3 patch notes.
Yeah.
You can now crit throw the baby.
Yeah, if you want the actual full text in that, that's the original stuff there.
Ooh, I gotta see this.
Oh wow.
So it is a legitimate thing.
And a lot of games have broken it.
Yes, they have, but at least now they're actually starting to take a step back, because a lot of games nowadays have actually replaced that red cross with a green cross.
Yeah, I
Actually,
have noticed that.
I have a fun fact about the Stardew Valley one. On the official Stardew Valley board game, the cross is still red.
Yes, likely because that was in development before they were aware of this.
Yeah. I mean, it brings up the question, why does it break the Geneva Convention?
Because
'Cause
medical
I'm pretty
personnel.
sure medics would wear the red cross and go out
I
to
mean,
battlefields
it
and
does
treat
actually
people.
state that in the second paragraph of what I've pasted.
Let's see here. Using it in the video game is forbidden and is direct violation of the convention. Creating the Red Cross website. Valid symbol.
Anyway, D&D, right?
Immediate sidetrack. That's what we
Ah,
did.
yeah.
But we should just make it like a separate stream just for like, you know, just for topics and all that. Just do a separate stream on
Pretty
that.
sure the red
That
cross
is what
became, like,
Saturday's stream is about.
I'm pretty sure the red cross
Yeah, well, no one told
became
me.
protected because they would have doctors on both sides heading out to the field to collect injured people, and so it became agreed that no one would shoot them on both sides. So red cross became
Hey,
protected
hang
because
on.
of that.
Why am I hanging out on Valdon's shoulder? Let me move back over to my guy.
We don't want to go on.
My shoulder buddy.
Can you guys see your things or?
Yes.
Anyway,
I-
quick recap before I get interrupted and we sidetracked again.
We are.
Yeah, you finished the underwater town, yada yada yada. You moved on. We had lovely tech issues, yada yada yada.
Nice recap.
People
Yeah.
almost died like 15 times, but that's
Not me this time.
Yeah, surprisingly
You are
not
one
you.
of them.
You were the first one to nearly kick it.
No,
No,
it
that
was
was Katron.
Katron last session.
Twice before me.
Well, I mean, when we kind of really got into the
mean,
combat, it was chaos.
It could always also be worse chaos. It just could be a Constitution save away.
Oof.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
now we're in.
combat will start to get more difficult. That was
Oh,
a wake up
terrific.
call.
Yep.
As a warning.
You call that a warning?
We're
I
playing
gave
with
you
fire.
a path of escape, the tunnels that led out of a room. It would not have followed.
Anyway, so yeah, I need to upgrade my guy to have guns.
Yeah, anyway, so I need to upgrade my guns.
No, I need to make a gun
Ah,
Maybe
as an artifact.
maybe just make it be a big barreled gun that rivals a cannon in somewhat.
As an artificer, I can do that.
Demon knows what I'm getting at.
depending on which subclass you're going with, because not all of them has access to it.
I'm pretty sure I
There you are.
selected the AUS. No, Battlesmith. I'm the Battlesmith. So I'm pretty sure Battlesmith has guns. Or can build one. Anyway,
Well,
was
I
that track
suppose
again?
those talks will be entirely up to you and the DM of what would be technically allowed in universe.
Alright, I was accidentally able to move the cart for a second there.
Everybody can move the cart.
I can also make us all disappear too.
I still can't
Oh.
see anything.
You're not worthy.
Maybe.
What do you mean you haven't loaded into the
I was trying to say it before. I still can't see anything.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
he's not.
Oh my
Uh,
god! It's just the fact that now I can see finally.
Welcome back.
How
I see-
dare
I
you
see-
just
I
forget
see
me
you've
like
had
that?
I see you've had a nice nap while we were wheeling into town.
Where last I remember,
Clearly.
I was drowning in the water.
Yes,
Well,
it was
we're not
quite a
there
struggle,
anymore.
but we did manage to get you out of there.
Guys, what the
Who
hell
got
was
me
that
out of there
rat?
though?
I think the rat.
Yeah. Ah, I see you're
Also-
finally awake.
And you guys have just left me hanging on the back of the cart as well.
Yes.
No, I'm pretty,
If I'm
sure pretty sure there's a bit there you can sit on.
Yeah, but if I'm unconscious, I'd probably be lying down, and then since I'm
Would
not
you-
awake, if there's a bump, I probably would have just tumbled off.
Would you prefer to lay on someone's lap?
Or do you want us to attach ropes to your feet and drag you behind the cart?
You could have at least like chucked me on the roof or something.
No, the
Not-
roof
not
will collapse in. It's only
We can tie ropes around your tail and drag you behind the cart that way.
I'm pretty sure you'd probably just yank my tail off.
Well, then I'll get my scarf.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off the cart now.
But why?
Why not?
You know what? Fair.
Why there are so many birdies in the sky?
I mean, I'm still driving this, so let's move it further into town.
How are you driving it from the middle of the car?
That is a good question.
A very long rope.
Monsieur Rat was driving.
Yeah,
Blind guy and the rat is controlling the cart.
To be fair, Montserrat could probably communicate with the horses somewhat, so that's not a bad idea, technically speaking.
We said left!
I can only move myself, not everybody else.
Ah, wait for us!
Man, I guess I'm taking the back now.
Yep.
This is ridiculous! I thought the cart could go. I thought it was so that we go with the cart.
Nope, that's
Only
not how
when
it
the DM
works.
does that.
Hey, what do I have a religions check I need to make?
It's better.
Just don't try and
Thanks,
turn the
Hydrate.
cart, because that's going to have unforeseen circumstances.
The map's not being discovered. I can only see our area, but the rest, once we move.
Yeah, fog of war's been disabled, that's why.
It's stupid to
Yeah.
do that.
Hey,
guy.
Who's this?
Ulrich, do not hit the random knight.
Random night? No. If it's a vendor with cabbages on it, then maybe.
Oh no.
Oh god.
We also have
What
to watch out for
cabbages?
that.
What do you mean?
Why is it always a vendor with cabbages that gets run over or something? Like, why is it always that?
I feel
It's
like
like
Ulrich wants to be able to see
cabbages.
if it's cabbages, so I guess anyone has to be on the lookout if they're on the road, apparently.
I'm sure there's a cabbages growing over there.
We're not positioned very well.
Demon,
Yes.
there are people that aren't tokens.
I'm quite aware. That is to
What?
indicate that it's a populated area.
Okay.
Would it be popular if Chaos was to jump out and go and try and make friends with them?
Friends?
You said. Why did you have to mention the F word?
You just have to
Unfortunately,
let me know when you're stopping, otherwise I'm just gonna keep moving.
He'll drive us off the edge of the map.
Yeah. What are we seeing as we're getting into the thing?
So as you are moving, that cloud is now getting way too much. What the hell?
Yeah, 'cause it's like where we stop is basically all dependent on what we see. It's like you see like a bunch of bandits, like we're not stopping here.
What do you mean? That's the best place to stop. And as you continue through town, you're seeing houses, pretty much a few houses. You catch a glimpse of what seems to be a knight patrolling, and what just seems to also be a market just beyond a layer of the houses. some of these houses seem to also be turned into little homemade run businesses, mostly fruit and veg, made from the lovely farms of this town.
Use a little more green.
So we see a market. We have a bunch of things we can sell
Depending
to build
on
up.
if we can actually sell the stuff here.
I'm sure we can convince them to buy things.
That's not green. What happened to my green?
I mean,
Always
here's the
rolling
thing:
over.
if you're a
Yeah, here's the green that you've so lovingly requested.
That's
That's purple.
purple. Oh yeah, this has just become Mission Impossible. We have to go through all the tripwires and lasers, whatnot.
More like
Ba-
Resident
ba-
Evil.
ba- 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 ba-
I thought the whole
ba.
point of triple wires and lasers was not to go through them, but around them.
We
That's
could always
what
go
it is.
over them.
Or we could go under them.
Oh, you want to dig a tunnel?
Yes.
Oh,
Anyway,
they disappeared. We don't know where they are.
David, I have a question.
Yes.
So, as my character has the far-traveled background, would I have been anywhere in this village before?
You would have probably passed through the village, yes.
Cool.
God, what reputation does he have in the village? Do people recognize him?
They wouldn't recognize me. No, they'd recognize the big metal guy.
Hey, look, it's Metal Man.
Yes, they would definitely recognize the big metal guy. They would believe that he was the very strange and weird gentleman that passed through their town not long ago.
Okay, but are
he's
the
known
townsfolk-
as the silent person.
He is
So the
known as the
townsfolk-
Iron Man.
So does the townsfolk want him to be free or prefer him in handcuffs?
They are more along the lines of
Stay out of his
he's
way.
strange, but probably not handcuffs. They're
No,
wary.
I have done no crimes in this town yet.
Yet.
Oh, I always
when
love
we were
you.
first talking, you said you had no clue where you came from, so I feel like there has to be narrated with an that you know of.
Look, have you seen a bounty poster with my face on it yet?
Counterpoint, have I seen a bounty poster?
Counterpoint. Have you seen
Not
a
yet.
bounty poster with the Iron Man? Big metal man.
That kind of was a legitimate question. I don't know if my line of work I'd actually know what a bounty board is, because I'm not
You
an
would have
adventurer.
seen bounty boards.
Okay.
Besides, I've done no crime in this town,
As far as we know.
as far as you're aware. I might have done a crime of 7 in a different town. Anyway, show.
Anyway,
Shall we continue?
Yes,
DM, if
One
you
guy.
so kindly may. Thank you.
blind guy. You said you wanted to run over cabbages, correct?
I said
Cabbages over
maybe.
there. There are cabbages over there, though.
What if we just didn't tell the DM to stop and we just went right by the town?
Well, we're probably gonna hit that this fella up here.
Sir, move out the way! Okay, we're good.
Oh god, the cart knows how to break the laws of physics and go side to side.
I mean, a blind man is driving. How do you think it works?
And now roll stat.
I'm thinking echolocation.
We have become 2 tokens. There is still someone on top of me.
It has thus combined.
Hey, look, a rat. He's gone.
Anyway,
anyway,
what time is it in town? Well, what time is it?
it would be about midday.
I guess I'm driving now.
Yeah.
It was like, rats, be gone.
To be fair, you're probably the smart one to be driving, considering one of you is blind.
I mean, I do have proficiencies in land vehicles after all, whatever that's supposed to translate to.
Yeah, well, your
Same one.
proficiency just went us from going straight to on an angle.
Oh,
I do not have proficiency in land vehicles.
Did you load the wrong map because this isn't titled right?
what do you mean?
It's
All right,
Alabasta,
300
though.
meg map. Here we go.
Anyway,
No,
What
the
was
big
the
map
point?
has a W in it.
Chaos, do you have a new sidekick sitting with you now?
What do you mean?
I could have sworn I was
Pets.
driving like 2 seconds ago.
No, Montserrat's
Chaos is
driving.
the new Iron Giant.
Montserrat's driving.
yeah, Montserrat is driving. Neither of my characters have.
Should I roll animal handling for Montserrat just in case?
Why?
Just in case he does end up driving?
You guys were friends already.
But I
No,
thought we
Montserrat
were
rolled
already
for him.
friends.
I mean, there's a concept of
You
frenemies.
continue down the way and you come to a more bustling area. You notice there is a well and that the road splits off a bit.
Harry Potter, is that you?
Harry Potter.
That looks
we-
like Harry Potter.
What do you mean, well?
I feel like we're missing someone.
What? No.
We seem to have enough. We seem to have enough space, but someone isn't hanging off the edge, and there we go.
We're just doubling up on characters.
He's no longer.
Anyway.
It's no longer Monsieur Mijorat. It's now Moussiorat.
Monsieur! Yeah. So, shall we move down and also park the carriage out here in the open?
Well, make a little camp spot like around here or something. Yeah.
I mean, we can park up here. There's enough space for it and have a look around town.
Have we seen anything resembling stables?
Not
Well, this is probably the most open space we'll get, I think, in this area.
The person
Unless
that was
you want to
here
park in the middle of the
before
woods here.
is aware that there is an inn/Adventurers Guild in town.
Who's aware?
You are.
Oh, cool. There's an Indian Adventurers Guild here.
Is there a
Burn
smithy?
him down.
I mean, being aware and telling the group are two entirely separate options.
I'd assume I'm going to tell you guys that there are both of those things here. As to where they are, God hasn't told me.
As to where they are, God has decided to unfork that information.
Confirmed, GOG does exist.
Perhaps God needs a little bit of a bribe with some channel points. Hold on. It's on cooldown.
Alright, I got some channel points to give them. Here are my wasted points.
69.
Nice.
Anyway, can I get that information now, please? As to where these places
I've sent it to you in game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I can whisper messages.
Yeah, did you not hear when the DM stated it out loud?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Anyway, it's not on this page. Next page over, apparently.
Well, what should we do? Should we go exploring or should we just discuss our plan? Assuming we have a plan, because we never have one.
Well, if we wanted to wander around the town, it might be best to look for some type of stables to at least keep our horses in check. Make sure they're all like well looked after and all that as well.
Can we just leave that to Monsieur Rat? He's an animal. He can chat with them.
Yeah. You could bite their meat.
Don't we need to
Use have food for the horses.
Yeah, I mean, currently we are in reverse to map, if I can find it. Atlas, here it is. Alabasterville.
That.
Hamsterville. We need to try and figure out a route from here to the King's Watch.
I mean, we can always find the tavern or Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, we can probably go and ask around.
I have an Atlas channel that does not load.
Oh no.
We don't have an exact map of route to a King's Watch yet. We just know we have to go to Alabaster.
Yes, but finding our way around is probably going to be the best thing.
I mean, wait, hang
However,
on.
I do want to make sure that our steeds themselves are actually taken care of, because unless we have food for them, we'll need to pick that up anyway.
I mean, I'm willing to stay here while you guys try and figure out where everything is.
Also, I just remembered, I do start with a map of places. I can't remember where it would be though.
A map, you say?
It's
Yeah,
the map of the Far Realms. Sadly, they don't work here.
No,
Would another bribe of channel points work?
Oh, also, I do start with money. I start with 5 gold pieces in my pouches.
So, this is so.
I mean, the town is probably the safest place if everyone wants to get out and like stretch their legs or anything as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
There.
oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Alabaster. You're loading
So
very
you
slowly.
can see the entire map.
It's just 300 meg. It's going to take a while to load.
Yeah. It's taking so long. It's taking so long.
Oh,
Well, you can always press it,
whoa.
though. It's not that hard, people.
There's a big map.
Yeah.
What's this?
It looks like there's some sort of fort at the end of the road.
Yeah, you'd be able to see that, by the way.
Yeah, I also assume I would be able to just know that because I've been here before.
I feel like the buildings over on the right or the structures over to the right are laughing at me.
How so?
What do you mean?
I hate to tell you this, Demon.
Mhm.
I closed the Atlas. And now it's just gone.
That's under the journal. We've got a journal entry called Atlas.
Yes, I'm in the journals tab, and it's not there.
It's there for me.
Okay, you'll have to select the Atlas tab over on the right.
No, I'm saying it's not there.
What do you mean it's not there?
Then close out the entire tab and click
Can you
on
see it
Atlas
now?
in the journal again.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it. I
Can
can
you-
see it now.
Are you feeling it now, Mr.
When I
Krabs?
showed people the thing, I accidentally clicked a button that downgraded permissions, so it would disappear after you exited. My fault.
Okay, so there was nothing we could help with in that case, no.
Yeah, no.
Ah, apparently.
Also, why do I have an
Anyway.
artificer journal that I can click on?
Everyone
I
has
have-
access to that.
Yeah.
Just so you know what I can create currently.
Ah, fair enough.
That's fair.
And with magic, the cart disappears.
No, it has left us. We are stranded here. All is lost.
What are you talking about? It's in my bag of holding.
Is that the route we're going with those things?
No,
We disassemble it, put it into the bag of holding for it to be reassembled later.
I mean, that would be an amazing, like, RP thing for, like, a card if an artificer was just assembling the card every time we wanted to leave town or something like that. You take it apart bit by bit, like, polish it down, make sure all the wear and tear is gone.
I'm gonna be honest. Part of me would rather the discussion on actually having living things in the bag of holding than a cart in there.
Living things cannot
You want to go
survive in a
back
bag
to
of
those
holding.
days, huh?
I know they can't, but I'd rather that argument over putting a cart in there.
Here's the thing.
Anyway,
They can for a bit because of suffocation rules.
anywho,
I suggest we don't open up that can of worms on screen.
That is true.
Ah.
yeah, I'm kind of
Put it back in the
steer
pantry.
away from that. Anyway, is there a blacksmith in town?
there would be something of the sort.
Do I know where that is?
Yes.
Is it on this page?
Yes, it is. I will. Eh. This is not the best color background. Red.
It's almost as if it's designed for a map.
Ah,
I
there it
know,
is.
right?
Well, whoever needs to go talk to the Adventurers Guild, you can go do that. I'm going to the blacksmith.
Alright, I put in text down the map over the buildings.
Yeah, sorry.
Mind if I come tag along?
Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah, well,
I need to hand in some stuff to the Adventurers Guild. Just need to figure out which building that one is.
It's a bit over. Different page.
It's on the different page. Okay.
yeah. If the carts were also
Yeah.
disappeared, does that mean our horses are also disappeared? Or am I still like gonna tag along with them and like trying to get them into a stable somewhere?
So just for easier of like movement and seeing the map, I just hide the cart. The cart is actually still there, so are the horses. The stables, if you asked around, you would find that there are some. That is on the other map.
Yeah, so that would be my goal then.
Yeah, I'll probably come with you. Take the cart and go over to map number 3.
Then I'd also accompany our 2 NPCs here, because I don't know if they needed to go to a direct spot or not.
They would be heading towards the inn.
Which is also on page number 3.
Yes.
Okay, so
So-
it looks like everything I could do was on page 3 then.
Yeah.
Copy.
Insert Minecraft Nether portal sound.
Oh,
That'd be
God,
really
God,
good.
why'd you have to mention Minecraft?
We're just gonna hide you guys.
I'm going.
Chaos, what have you done?
I don't know.
Whee!
Alright, so the car at this time would be moving down the path,
Mm-hmm.
and be heading over to page 3. During that time, we'll go to the other 2 groups because it would take you a little bit time to move the car down towards the inn and the other stuff.
That is fair.
So, are you going to be doing the blacksmith first, or the one that's running around like, well, a rat?
We are going to start with blacksmith.
Okay, which one is that? That is...
So hold on, I just gotta change.
No, I can't do like the force ping. The left side of the map, near the bottom.
There it is.
Who's on the way down here?
Who else is on the map? There's one other person.
Is he taking?
I wasn't gonna go there, but I
He's
got
across
dragged
the other
over
entire
naturally.
side of the
What
map,
the
that's
zigzag?
why.
As you arrive at this blacksmith, you would notice that the smaller building is the forge, and the bigger building would be the house/shop area.
Meow.
You guys just broke into the house.
No, I didn't.
Do we see the person working there currently?
You would see an older gentleman currently working in the forge, and you would see a kind of what would look like to be their grandson minding the shop.
All right.
Would this be like a cliche dwarf forge, or
No, it is a
No.
human character.
Oh.
yeah? It's always good to know if we're going to be spending time in there.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to the. Quick question about the forge. Is it like an open building or closed?
It is somewhat open, somewhat closed.
Yeah, for
It's
ventilation.
open to the point where it wouldn't get too hot to become unbearable, but it would be closed so it can be locked up at night, and that it would have some privacy while working.
All right.
There'll need to be a place for smoke to come out too, other than just the chimney.
Um, Alright,
Which
I'm
in
gonna
me
go
is
talk to
just
the,
over the main file.
I'm gonna go talk to the kid in the shop, I guess.
You enter the shop and you would hear a little bell ring. The kid would look up from, I guess you could say, a type of newspaper of sorts, and they'll go, "Hello, can I help you today?"
I fly off the shoulder of my creation, just land on the desk. Hello.
You're quite small.
Yes, they normally are.
What can I help you with?
Was wondering what you got for sale. Sale.
Well, we more deal in household items and farming items, but we have a few adventurers come through, so we have some weapons and armors here and there.
Do you accept sailing or selling stuff? Like me selling you things, or just me buying things?
Depending on the gear, but that's Grandpa's approval needed.
Understandable. I was wondering if I could sell a few of the things we have in our chest, apparently. Like 22 chain veils.
I see.
Obviously not all of it, just, yeah.
He looks at you, astonished that you have that many, and then goes, "Okay."
No, the kid would be more astonished because to the kid it feels like he's talking to a living doll.
Yeah, I can see it.
Fair.
And then
Yeah.
What just said Living Doll pulls out not only an entire armor that's bigger than his entire body, but 22 of them.
From a tiny little bag.
From the bag the size of your pinky.
Oh, sorry, if it's a bit weird to talk to someone smaller than you, do you want me to get back into my big metal machine?
No, it's just the first time I've ever seen one of your kind, I guess. I'm trying not to be
Somebody of
rude.
your caliber.
It's fine. I know that they don't normally travel that often.
I was absolutely waiting for. So then, what's your name then?
No, I don't want to spook the child.
Hello, I'm also here.
Shush you, the adults are talking.
Wow.
God, ruthless.
You beat me by 1 second.
But yes, I was wondering if I could sell some armors.
For a moment,
Also,
I
this
thought
week-
you were going to say, yeah, I was also wondering if I could sell him too.
No. Also, this weird cat is here.
You
Hello,
shut up.
weird cat, sir.
Mm. That's my only response. Just
I'm not even
Must
gonna
be a
want to get
Monday.
the rat that was like running around
You want me
earlier.
to go and see if I can go and get Grandpa?
Yes, please.
The kid would run off to a forge, momentarily, and he will return with an older gentleman. I will say this. He looks. He has a few scars.
What are you gonna call him, ugly?
any missing
No.
limbs?
No missing limbs.
Eye
He
patch?
just has a few scars, and he looks extremely buff.
Oh no! The trope has returned!
What do you mean?
The who?
The trope has been returned.
What do you mean?
The older guy. I mean, the older person.
Anyway,
Which is extremely buff and also can kill us in one hit.
It's
What
called
about-
life experience. You'll
Yeah.
get that one day.
I mean,
No,
to be
it's-
fair, I think for a blacksmith, like all the heat coming off, I think the term is chiseled, but I could be off on that.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then again, trying to find the difference
Anyway,
between off and chilled is, yeah.
anywho, hello.
Hello there. I heard you
Was
have
wondering.
things to sell.
Yes, I had a few armor sets that are useless to me,
I see.
and was wondering if I could trade them in for actual workable metal to upgrade my big guy. Not the
Metal,
little
you say?
Yes.
Well, if I have for spare metal, then sure. Otherwise, you can be free, well, with a small price, be free to use my forge to turn the armor and gear into metal by melting it down.
Oh, that's fine. My big guy counts as a forge as well.
I see.
But yeah, I just
Oh.
wanted to get some. What was that weird voice in the sky?
How much are you after?
However much I can get for it. I'm just gonna say 10 bits of the chainmail armor.
Hmm. I can probably give you a couple of bars of iron.
Do I know if that's worth it?
Well, he is probably thinking of the opinion of if you want the metal, wouldn't it be more efficient? And since you said a forge, wouldn't it be more efficient to melt it down yourself? Because he has to keep hold of metal himself, because it takes him a while to get new metals in, so he can help his customers. He can't just go out handing tons of metal.
True. True. Hmm. Hmm.
I can mean you can commission him for something with all that metal.
Yeah, but I like to work with my own metal.
Then why don't you melt it down yourself?
I mean, if we're going
Lazy?
to go down that route, then we can't exactly split cash for selling it at that point.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Melting down this metal will make the metal less. Will decrease the quality of the metal.
Yeah, that's what he would have to do as well. Otherwise, he's going to have to end up selling it to try and make a profit to get more metal.
True.
I mean, there is a process of purifying what you melt down, so.
Yeah, but that takes time, and time is money for a single blacksmith.
Is it plausible if you were to take like a set of armor, melt it down for the iron, not use it for crafting, but use it for like repair jobs?
I'm gonna need to
True.
head off for a bit. I'll be back in 5 or so minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that is it is like probably reasonable to do it like that, but that still means that he's getting a lump of metal that's going to sit in and take up storage.
In the bag of holding.
He's going to have to melt it down himself, which will take time. So he's calculated all of this and said 2 bars, maybe 3.
All
3
right.
bars
How
for
about this?
22 chainmails?
He
Okay.
said, yeah, he didn't say 22.
All
If he
right, how
said
about
22, he would be giving him more, yes.
Yeah.
But he said 10.
um,
And they're
how
not
much is a-
small bars, like they're big bars. Like probably as big as my forearm.
hmm,
Like
how
they're
much?
not small.
How much is just a bar of iron on its own? Like,
Tradable goods. Iron itself, by itself, will cost you 1 platinum.
one.
And he's
Wow.
willing to give you 2 free if that will work.
Hmm. You know, I'm gonna say that's 5, but fair.
That's fair.
I see that as fair.
In that case, if you want to remove said items from the shared inventory by ticking take. Yeah. And then
I mean, I feel like it would be either a lot cleaner or smoother if we split like the actual items themselves up if we're going to be doing item for item trades.
Yeah, I mean, because did we have a discussion about at the end of like each big dungeon or whatever, we just normally split the loot after?
Well, normally it was sell and split the gold because that's always going to be far easier.
Yeah.
Because it's like 10 chainmails. I think that's worth more than every other weapon that we have in there.
Yeah, and we've got probably a lot of doubles of I don't even know what we've got.
I always say it is the party's decision.
I mean, we sort of already did make a decision way back saying, well, as stated, sell and split the loot, sell and split currencies. But the thing is, we're not there, so we shouldn't really realistically be having this discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
But
you.
he also said that he's free to take what he wanted.
Plus,
But I mean, then that just means that there's going to be one person doing inventory at this point, then.
Yes, I know what you're saying. This is things that you'll need to, well,
Okay, I've returned.
tell me off stream.
I mean,
Like you,
we kind of already have discussed it across the entire group, is the thing.
What's this?
talking about me selling things. Trading.
Well, considering you're trading it, you're not selling it.
Yeah, but this could help us in future encounters by upgrading my big metal man to be more durable.
Yeah, I'm not
armor.
arguing that. But 10 chainmails might be more than anything else we have in the bag, which then that means we're also not splitting it evenly. I'm not going to look up the prices of all the items, but I do think chainmails are like, what, 30, 40 gold each? And most weapons only go up to 1 gold.
let me go and find.
See, like, this sort of pausing reason here is why I was saying it's probably better if we did just sell it, split gold, you can do whatever you want with your gold there. Because that way we can also make compromise. Be like, okay, you need more chainmail for iron, here you go, we're all there, we can make a decision, take them.
I mean, selling the chainmail for gold and then using that gold to buy iron to do it is basically the same process.
Basically, yes, but if chainmails are like 250 gold each, that's 2.5, like... Because keep in mind, we're also splitting all the items between, what, 6, 7 characters?
That is also true.
So 10 chainmails being the most expensive item we have is half of our most expensive item going to one character. Can we even really split it that evenly anymore?
At that point, it will most likely come down to nuance. I mean, things are never going to be even. It's all about allocating
Yeah, but
what we
yes,
can.
but it is far easier to sell things and then split the raw value because that way you know exactly how much everything is.
So, DM, how do you want to do this?
It's your loot.
Okay, I was under the impression we were going to sell it and then split currency, as apparently was multiple other people.
That is how I was also told. when we first did it, and then we got an artificer who then asked if he's free to take my armor and that, which then I heard him get a yes. That is why I didn't say anything today.
Yeah.
And if 10 chainmails is more than half the currency we'll get from selling everything else, he's getting 50% of everything we've picked up for one person. Like, if it's a little bit off, then I don't particularly care. But I think 10 chainmails, barring the other chainmails, is effectively more than what we have for everything else combined.
I mean, this is not me saying we should be excluding, but what if like he can do that, but then we get a little more of everything else? I mean, not trying to exclude, of course. I'm just try and
I'm
make
not
it like
trying-
a fair trade.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be like, no, you can't do it whatsoever. But if one person's getting 50% of all the loot we've picked up, and the other 5 of us have to now only get 10%, that's a huge difference. Considering that my next armor upgrade, if I even get it, is 2,000 gold pieces. For a basic non-enchanted armor, mind you.
I mean, you got any suggestions, Chaos or Omega? Like, I mean, of course you Omega, because this is like this is your trade thing. Do you have any suggestions or?
I have.
I don't know, man.
Like,
I don't
the
know.
only way to even put an equivalent is basically go through everything we have, assign the gold value to it, and okay, is it fair? Because for all I know, I could be way off, and a kill could be after more than 10 chainmails. Maybe 12 is the break-even point. Without going through all the gold values, we don't know.
Look,
That's
if
why
you
it's
really
far
want,
easier to go through gold values.
look, if you really want, we can just undo the trade.
Hmm.
If you do get the gold, if you do get the chainmails, then are you willing to give up on a bunch of other stuff?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I say. Well, no, I have no clue.
Yeah,
Well, I
without the
mean,
gold values, we don't know if that's good or not. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And it
well,
might
And
work just go through and assign gold value to everything.
again, if you really want, we can just undo this trade.
well, I think
on.
I've actually got a hold on because I had this looking up before. So what are you selling?
Chainmail.
Chainmail. Is chain shirt the same thing?
No.
No.
Okay. There it is. If I'm looking at this correctly, chainmail is about 75 pieces of gold each.
So,
So 75. So chainmail. 75 gold per chainmail.
So
that's even more expensive than I was
750.
thinking.
Yeah, 750 gold.
Again, if we really want to, we can undo the trade.
Because that comes down to, are we trying to be more fair or more realistic?
That's true.
Because before, with what we're going off, that'd be more fair, but not necessarily more realistic. Because unless we take a look at all the gold values of everything else, 750
Can I-
could be more than everything else combined.
I just have silence for a moment.
Well, I mean, shouldn't like the stuff we have in the inventory have like a pricing on it, or is that just something that has to
Why-
be?
I'm calculating something. Hold on. And then if I lose my place, I'll start over again. Fifty, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Time's up. Almost done.
Huzzah.
Yeah, well, then we'll sort this all out. Okay, just off this alone, how much? What is it? How many are in a group? In a group?
1, 2.
5 plus 2 if you include the NPCs.
So 5 just players.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't end up calculating everything because it's taking too long. But if I just do these calculations. Okay. Let's grab Missy set. Okay. So I'm going to retcon what just happened, and this just makes it more even. So. I closed the thing. And then this does mean if I do it like this does mean until I've gone through and sold everything and gave it to everyone, you won't be entitled to anything else from a pot. Okay, Omega?
Okay.
Alright. But to make it even, you would have sold 5 instead of the 10. And then you would have, I'm gonna say, yeah, alright. So, and how much are these? Don't know. Alright. So going up against worth and all that, you would have that many. Alright, so without calculating it all, just having a quick calculations, each person would get about 400 gold piece worth of items. 400.
Ooh,
You
that's
sold
not
about
Yeah,
300, 370 something worth. Well, you will have done 700 if we continued. So I retconned that, so you did 5 instead, so it brings you down to 375, just under the 400. I will then sell everything, prioritize splitting it between the others. Well, I'd split between all, and then I would split yours up a bit more, and then divide that to the others to make it more even. Okay?
Okay.
And then you'd get leftover. I'll put it into bloody converges and counters. But without calculating it all and not actually doing the homebrew items, you have over a total worth of 1,987 gold pieces in your shared thing. Without calculating all items and any homebrew items.
Yeah, so 750 was getting, kind of close to almost half that.
Yes. So, we'll work on that. Alright. Now, because, again, I heard he's okay to take material out for being an artificer, so I didn't say anything. But
Yeah,
I will leave.
I mean, I do feel like there's a difference between taking materials and taking, as stated, damn near half of everything we've picked up.
That is why I did quick calculations to find out how much it would be, how much it would.
Yeah, it's like if it was like every now and then you take a longsword for repairs, I don't care. I don't know if anyone else would care for something like that.
But yeah. So, off stream, I will calculate all of it, sell all of it, and I will do. And then I will put it all in the coin, and then we'll split it next time everyone's on, before stream next, not next week after, because next week's Mother's Week. Now, next, if you want to go into the shared loot while I finish up the blacksmith and put into what we're holding on to, what the group would most likely be holding on to, if you want to decide that now, because after stream / tomorrow, I will just sell what is not in that bag.
Okay, so do I have to request taking those items as well?
You.
Because I don't know what's going to happen if I say request the sack of coins, because that's entirely separate as well.
I won't be touching the sack of coins. If you just type out in Discord what will be being kept, I'll check it when I start selling. Does that sound okay to everyone? Have I retconned this enough that it's now fair to everyone?
Sounds good.
I'm good with it.
Same here.
Okay. Anything else happening at the blacksmith? Otherwise, I've spent too much time on this, and I want to move on to another member of the group.
Well, I've got something I want to ask, but it's not important, so we can cut back to me later
You
if you
can
want.
ask it now.
Oh, it's just really a browsing around question that was in, just seeing what was available in stock wise. So if you want to skip to me again another time, I can wait and let the other players get their time.
Farming tools and houseware they have in stock. Any weapons or armors besides what is sold to them is on request.
Hmm. I'll have to put some time into that I'll have to put some think time into that weapons because I'm thinking of getting
That's
some.
why I'm answering your question now, so you
Yeah.
can think.
Yeah. Well, again, since I'm gonna need some time to think on what I'm probably looking for, it might be best maybe to move to the next group and let them have their shine while I look through my options. I mean, if
Okay,
that's all right with you.
That's fine. If you go to the Condominium and go items, most default D&D items, non-magical, would most likely be able to be made here, if not sold here.
Okay.
As an idea of what you can get.
All right. I've just got a thing up on something else, and I'm just coming through to have a look to see what would be
Yep.
realistically.
That is fine. Now, as you're running around, what do you do, Chaos? Before I move to another scene.
I'm gonna talk to the townspeople and try to find out any like rumors or strange things that could potentially be happening in the surrounding area.
This town seems to be pretty normal for once.
Oh, that makes it strange.
They recently captured a lot of bandits,
Mm,
and they're all being held over at the fort at the other side of town,
okay.
getting ready for processing.
I asked them if they know what the bandits look like what they're wearing and stuff.
Bandit gear.
No,
Yeah,
like
bandit gear.
they say bandits, but there could potentially be cultists as well. So I want to know.
There were no cult. No one that looked like a cultist to this soldier.
Okay. I thank him and give him a potential give him a warning about the cultists and say we have encountered a lot of them recently in the general area. Maybe not directly here though. So be on the lookout just in case.
He will keep that in mind.
I then ask if there's anything in the surrounding area that he would advise adventurers to have a look at or something like anything useful.
He said this is more of a rest town and a farming town for adventurers and common folk. The only thing would be there's an underwater cavern in the lake that leads to the sea, so there's quite a bit of good fishing spots in the lake.
I thank him and then move
You're
on.
not going to be able to hold. Like, you don't need to breathe. God damn it.
He gives off the warning anyway, not knowing that he's undead.
Yeah, don't go swimming in that cavern, otherwise you'll disappear and never be seen again. And when you get to that lake, you will see a boat and a guy out on the water.
Mm,
Cave diving sounds horrible, and I would not recommend it.
sounds fun.
Have you not
I'm gonna-
seen all the memes?
I'm gonna
Where it's
swim out to this guy.
Oh, okay. Poor dude.
You're gonna go out and swim.
It is going to take you a while to swim that, just so you're aware.
Yeah. When I
Plenty
get
of time to do the Adventurers Guild.
Sure.
He goes and speedboats over. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, while he's swimming in a lake and about to give a guy a heart attack.
Is it bad that I think the Chaos has like a small rubber shark fin that he somehow has?
I would. I
It
would.
would totally have that. Now then, shall we move on forwards?
No, we shall move backwards.
180's the cart and starts moving it backwards. Don't question it.
Oh god.
Blind man driving cart backwards. Who could have seen that it could be done?
Well, certainly
Well,
not
would it
you.
realistically change anything if you're driving it backwards under that case?
Who knows? Only the DM. Anyway, the DM. I am gonna go and just drive it forwards till we find a place that actually looks like an adventurous guild of sorts. Almost hit the guy with the cabbages.
Well, I mean, we did run him over. That's how big the token is.
There's still normal houses, few little home run shops.
I
you
see
need
a
to see
big building on the. Ah, that must be the place. Look, it even has a sign above it and everything.
How is one supposed to read that sign?
Who knows? It's somehow on the roof. Don't worry,
just
only
fine.
aliens will be able to read it.
Yeah.
There,
One,
no,
if
you
we were
have-
driving down, if I were to take like a look around, like what state, like would the buildings be built in?
They seem to have like straw. Most of them have straw, like kind of frontier type of roofs with like wooden walls. The big building that you've just arrived at would have more wooden, a little bit of a brick foundation and wooden roofs.
A little bit of money on my side.
Also, if you look further ahead, you'd see a stable type building. Or at
Stable
least,
master. Okay.
What would have like a sign of a horse?
So you're saying I could read that text through the buildings?
You are a god amongst men.
I was about to make it be like, well, I guess the flag's now flying above the buildings. Yes, you can see it. I don't need to move it.
Yeah, that takes effort to think up of that snarky response.
Well, if you ever want practice.
Isn't that what was the Final Fantasy will become? Practice. Anyway.
And yes, if the building right next to us is the inn and or the Adventurers Guild, I'd sort of ask if Ulrich and the other two want to pull over and head there, 'cause it looks like that's going to be their stop.
Yep,
Yeah.
very well.
And I'll just,
Yeah,
I'll
I'll,
just drive the car to the stable by myself.
yeah, I'll hand the reins over to you and. Right, yeah, wrong thing. Let me just do this manually. Bup, 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 bup.
Yes, I'm absolutely going to wait until they like get out of the car before moving it. But on the other hand, can I actually finally drive it?
Yeah,
Yes,
you get to
I
finally
can.
drive it.
So I'd continue
he's off.
driving on.
And he's off!
Yep,
He's gonna
so
crash it. Let's be honest.
it'll take me a little bit to actually get to my destinations if you want to deal with Ulrich over there first.
Actually, I would like to do with you first.
Okay, I mean
Oh,
I was
wow,
half
I
right
see how it
down,
is.
because I could pause that for a little bit.
Nah, I have to change scenes to do with you, Urk.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
okay. I suppose I would get up to about here before I'd spy the stable master. I don't know what's happening with the person in the middle of the road, however.
My
Don't worry about him.
cabbages!
You should have run him over.
I mean, could have cabbages, I don't know. Yeah, so I keep it going. And then I'd get a little bit past the stable master to about here, so I'm not directly blocking people's houses, and this is where I dismount off the cart itself.
Okay, doc.
I can't seem to move my own character alone. It's moving both, or I don't move.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. No, I still have to target both.
Deselect them.
I'm left-clicking on nothing, so unless deselect is broken in your game, it no longer
you
does.
click and drag. Just click and drag.
Okay, I've clicked and I've dragged off here. Okay, now I can... There we go. I have it on left-click, not drag. So something you have is overriding my settings now.
The
I don't know what
DM
you're
is
talking about.
overriding your settings.
I mean, it could be.
Could you, demon?
I would come up to one of the buildings at the stables, and I would give a knock on the door.
Out comes fuck.
Someone who would name their child fuck?
Hopefully
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
Yurik is going to fucking kill me. Out would come an old gentleman, quite skinny with a straw hat and a long pipe. He would blow smoke into your face. Go, what do you want?
I sort of cough and wave my hand in front of my face. Is this where I could purchase some lodging for my horses while I'm in town?
Yeah.
Okay, very well. Then I would like to check in. I believe we have 2 horses, or do we only have 1?
Oh, you have
I
two.
can't. Okay, then yes, I'd like to check in 2 horses.
2 horses in the cut over there. As he takes a whiff and a puff, and blows more smoke into your face.
If you have availability for it, yes, if possible.
A whiff.
Don't worry. He would then scream out, Steve.
I know.
Rogers.
As long as he doesn't come out and come around the corner and be like, "I'm Steve."
No.
And out would come
Exactly.
a weak-looking younger gentleman, probably in his late teens.
But father, I
Right.
yearned for the mines.
Is he wearing dark blue pants and a light blue shirt?
No.
You knew what you were
No.
getting into by naming him Steve.
Hey, Steve was the first name that came to my head.
Just don't start singing, please.
I mean, to
Oh,
be fair, whenever I hear the name Steve, I think of a giant skeleton that wields a chainsaw in a spooky labyrinth in a different game.
Say that.
If you know the game, you know it.
I don't
He's
know
a
what-
terrifying force. He just
you
whips
cool
around the corner.
stable master. Go take that cart and horses out the back. Yes, sir. The younger gentleman then asked for your permission to board the cart and be able to then take it.
I would give him permission to go and park it where it needs to be parked.
Thank you,
And then I
thank
will-
you.
Then I will turn to the older gentleman and say, "So how much is the renting?"
Worth your stand at the inn over there. We have a discount for you. It would be
Right.
only 2 silver. But if you're not, it will cost you 8.
Well, I do believe at least some of us are sleeping in the inn. I don't suppose we'd all have to sleep in there for that discount?
Just for one paying.
I mean, that sounds fair to me. Was it 2 silver overall or 2 silver per horse?
2 silver overall. You pay for the spot in the stable.
Okay, so I will hand over 2 silver.
So if you're
Okey-doke.
just paying for the spot, if we could somehow fit 8 horses in there, it would still only be 2 silver.
Technically.
Do you want to be hit with a giant smoking pipe on the head?
I'm not there.
I mean,
You
if we
still
had
hear
more,
him
if
say
we
that
had,
to you.
and if we had more than 2 horses, I'd once again be asking if you're sure that 2 silver's fine for that, but we still only have 2 anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll say that I thank him for that, and we should be here to pick it up tomorrow morning sometime, or I will attempt to, I suppose, give another 2 silver if we're staying another night.
Very well.
And I'll sort of back away from his house, and I'll say, "You have a nice day."
Okey-doke. Now,
And
while this is going on, we are going to go to the inn people, then we'll go back to the lake, and then we'll go back to the blacksmith. So, the inn.
Well, this should be the place. Time to head in. Looking for a door, and hopefully
You're
here.
just, that's where the door is, and as you enter,
Ah!
it's quite a roomish inside.
Oh wow, it's bigger on the inside than it is the outside.
It's
I'm
like
blind.
retarded.
I don't know what I saw, but I saw colors of pink, blue, and green.
I also see a god space right down here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Insert chat.
I see nothing.
I see a window there, actually.
Oh, really? Huh. Then I'm only seeing like this corner of it. And also, that's it.
Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's only the corner, not the whole entire thing.
Oh, I see what's happened. So there's light sources, and all the light sources are just not bouncing out that window, which has resulted in that window actually not working.
Fair enough. I'm guessing the receptionist. Oh, it's the same with this window over here as well.
You might just have to be up close to it.
Okay, let me just. Oh yeah, there we go.
I would also see this as an adventurer's board.
Nice. I'll head up to the desk and like, you okay, mate?
Hello, hello.
Hey, so is this where I hand in my quest, or this is where I just get a drink?
Please show your identification
Sure.
and sheet.
I pull out my identification.
Where is it? That broke. God damn, I can't. So, we've heard about what has transpired between you and Bartholomew and Dartbrook. It seems it was a little bit more difficult than transpired, according to your information you've given us as well.
Yep.
Here is 10 gold pieces for that.
Thank you.
Now, as for Dartbrook, I can't solely take your word, especially of what you have stated. So, I will have to send an investigation. You will have to wait for your reward for that one. It should not take us more than probably 4 to 5 days.
I mean, I'll be in town for a bit. Don't know how long I'll be though. So it should be fine for now. I'll probably would have to let you know if I'm moving on and where to.
If you're leaving sooner, let us know. Once the investigation is complete, we will put it into our information network. And no matter where you go, if what you tell us is true, you shall be paid your due.
Beautiful. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Anything's been happening around here lately?
Well, recently the garrison, the fort, just over yonder here, recently captured a giant flock of bandits, and are currently holding them and waiting for them to be transferred to the local capital of the region.
Wow. How in the world did they manage to do that?
Big military operation, plus a few adventurers.
They must have been paid good for that.
Oh, it wasn't bad pay. At least that's what they say.
Yeah. So I wonder what were the bandits doing all the way out here?
Bandits are everywhere where people are.
True, but if it's in
Usually
the
it's-
big sort as they say, it must have been like a pretty big deal for them to be all in one place.
Going to be honest, with how easily they captured them, it was as if they didn't put up a fight. Almost as they wanted to be taken in. But that's just my gut feeling. It's not my place to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, pretty peaceful apart from that, right?
Yes, we're a farming town by sort. Mostly people just coming through.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything interesting on the board that you recommend looking at?
On the what?
On the board, as I point over to the quest board.
Well, the only real big one that we got coming up at the moment is to be a part of the transportation guards of the prisoners to the local capital. Besides that, just your usual monster extermination quest and helping quests.
Oh, really? Well, me and my sorts of thinking about heading up into the capital, so that sort of quest would be pretty handy. Getting paid to move to the location that we need to go is always a good option.
That is up to you if you decide to take that or not.
I'll have to probably talk to the rest of the group. But anyway, thanks for the info.
All good. Can I help you with anything else today?
I'll probably have a look at the menu while we're here, and then probably come back to you.
Please click on the token.
I clicked on the token, nothing happened.
Double click maybe.
Item files are too far away to be selected. Hang on. There we go. I have to jump over the counter to go. Ah, yes. There we are. Ale, beer, morning food, other items, wine, and cake slice. Ooh. There's other items here. There's one of them, and for free. What is
So
it?
other items are... So what I've put currently is what you guys have commonly asked for at inns. So if you guys ask for other things besides what you've commonly asked, that's what that comes under. And we will talk about price at that time.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
So what everyone else knows what we're talking about.
Apparently you only have one beer?
One beer.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot to update that. No.
We can buy an undefined room.
Wait, hang on. Is that Electrum I'm seeing right there?
Cake slice, one EP and one
it-
silver piece.
It didn't allow me to not put Electrum. Electrum will not be accepted here. I will say that now.
Why is it stuck with an Electrum? Why is that the
I-
only one stuck with an Electrum?
I don't know. Okay, pro settings.
The game would not allow you to not use Electrum. Electrum.
It's a revolution.
Like, I know you've given it out, DM. You could use it here.
Yeah, I don't know why it's done it.
I mean, it could be a hidden quest thing because we did use the Electrums as tokens, technically.
Yeah, well, it's not for this guy. It's for another guy coming up.
Okay.
So could
Yeah,
I,
just
could I
so
long
you-
range, could I long range buy a beer if I would hit the buy button from here? Just like one beer,
It will
please.
take your gold.
You see him like just grab a beer glass, just throw it through the window.
I said you want a beer, mate.
I will go and buy myself a beer. Beautiful. Hops back over the desk.
Must be like how a shopping list feels like to somebody who pickpockets. Yes, one beer, please.
Yeah, I'll then go and table up with these guys.
Welcome back.
Apparently they managed to capture a large amount of bandits just before us coming in.
That's always good to hear.
Yeah, apparently there's a quest for transporting them into the capital.
Well, that is your decision to make. Probably should wait until your party gets here, though.
Yeah, that's the plan.
While we wait, I think I will go and organize me and my knight's room for the night.
That'll be a good idea.
And with that, is there anything else you're doing in the inn?
Not much. Drinking beer.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So we're going back to page 2.
I've returned. I can see again.
And we're
No.
going to start with a person that has finally finished swimming in the lake.
Ha 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 ha.
Jesus creepers, where did you come from, mate?
I'm still loading.
Yeah, because your parents was swimming.
Jason Creepy, where did you come from?
What?
You left Miss Rat all alone. How could you?
I'm in. I'm gonna go. I heard there was a cave where.
Somewhere deep under the water.
Do you know where under the water?
Not exactly. I just
You
know
know-
in the deepest part.
Ooh, which way is that?
Off the map.
Oh.
Get off the map then.
Like, alright, take me there. Just slap the back of the boat. Latch on like a barnacle.
I'm gonna. Could you take me there?
I can. Well, I can't because I'm terrible at swimming, and my boat isn't a submarine.
Could you just take me to the surface above the cave so I can just swim directly down?
I can take you where I think it would approximately be. I don't know where it is fully, truly.
That's good enough. I can deal with it from there. Thank you very much. I cling to the
Okay.
side of the boat.
Okay, just so you are aware, the boat is actually a part of the map. I can't move the boat.
I feel like we're not going to see chaos in the yin, guys.
But he
We're
would-
about
he
to
would
see
take
Chaos's
you up
death.
about
Goodbye, Chaos.
Here, and then he would go back to where he was. Wishing
I'm
you
gonna-
all the best.
I'm gonna swim down to see if the cave is there.
Roll me a perception.
Oh God.
Haven't had a roll yet, have we? So far.
Yeah,
It's
first
careful
roll.
to get in there.
Oh.
Fuck. You see at the very bottom what seems to be a very small opening, just big enough for a fish, with rocks around it, kind of thing.
Okay, so I can't fit through it.
Well, the rocks kind of covering the entrance. Roll me a strength with disadvantage.
He's
Oh,
going to
no.
go and drain the lake.
No, he's gonna drown himself.
Strength with the disadvantage.
Yes, please.
Oh no.
Uh,
That could have been worse.
Yeah, but it wasn't a high DC. That's the thing.
If you
But it
don't want people
wasn't.
to do something, then don't give it a low AC.
Yeah, well, I don't want to limit what you guys can and cannot do. So
No,
So
dude,
now
look at
Chaos
that.
is going to be entering a dungeon by himself, is what's happening.
no, I'm just gonna
Apparently.
check. I'm just gonna
Uh,
check it out. I'm gonna head back after I open it up.
so
Once I open up, I'll head back to you guys and tell you about it.
So you're just going in. So you're just going in alone.
No, I'm opening up the entrance to be bigger.
You're going to come and get us, and all of a sudden there's going to be no lake here. It's like, okay, so you said under the lake, but there's no water anymore.
Oh
So
yeah, that's
you-
when the.
as you move the rock, it kind of makes a suction kind of force,
I know.
and you are pulled in.
Oh.
Oh, this is. Please tell me there's not going to end like 1,000 Ways to Die.
This was not the
wait,
plan.
Have
This
you-
was not the
have-
plan.
Have you seen that particular episode?
I have not, no, but I don't need to.
You would be getting thrashed around and hit on almost every other stone. The path also kind of splits up and goes in multiple directions.
Could I grab onto something to stop myself?
Roll me a strength with disadvantage.
Does he hear the sound of a plunger?
Oh.
I would say you would just be able to grab onto a rock.
Nice. Now I just need to pull myself out somehow.
After a while, the force trying to pull you in would subside, as it would be mostly the air that kind of. It's mostly the water trying to fill up the area that you kind of unclogged.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
The lake slightly grows a bit.
Grows a bit.
Yeah,
Didn't shrink, it grew. Nice.
yeah.
Does that
Oh,
mean
water
Monsieur Rat
spring,
is
okay.
now in the lo-
It was
Does that mean
cold out.
Monsieur Rat will soon be in the water?
I'm gonna flood the village.
No, it grows. It doesn't go that far.
Oh, but if I open it bigger, is what you're saying.
No.
If you open it bigger, you just make the streets all
I
muddy.
mean, like, temporarily. It would get back to normal.
Oh.
But yeah, you found an underwater cave system. There may be things in there with you. I suggest getting out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out, swim to the surface, and then head back to Monoshaw Rat.
Okay.
Would
I'm gonna-
Montreal Rat have hung around
Do I
this
have
long?
to make another fully underwater dungeon?
Yeah, apparently.
Yes.
You're
This
the
is
one
the
that set
development.
this up. This is your fault.
Yeah, you told me there was a cave under the lake. You should have known.
This is no longer the tale of lost souls. This is the tale of the water dungeons.
That means there's going to be 2 events in this town now. Yay.
Alright, so if there's a pair of a hook shot and some metal boots, I'd suggest not putting them on.
Wait,
But
because
why?
could this cave be where the bandit secret entrance to the town is?
It is now. Quickly scribbles notes down.
No.
I'm gonna
Water
head
bandit.
back to the others.
Alright,
Wait, hang on. So we're saying
You're
the
not heading
bandits gonna
back.
come
You're
from.
heading zigzaggy.
I'm heading
So
back.
you're saying that bandits could come from the lake. Would they be wet bandits?
Oh my
and
god!
with that,
Yes,
we are going to a blacksmith group and moving on from this conversation.
the blacksmith group is that conversation.
Hi. Anyway, you have fun buying what you need.
Oh well,
You know-
I'd like. You finish.
I'm gonna go find the others. Pretty sure they went this way.
Okay, well, I guess I'll walk up to the blacksmith and ask, you got any long swords or shields lying around?
I'd have a couple.
How much would you like for them?
Let me see. Are you after both?
Yeah, preferably, yes.
Sage, we have long swords in the chest.
Do we?
And shields.
And speed.
Yes, it's like we have shared those systems so people could actually look at the stuff that's in there.
Hold on, wait a sec. Spear, yes.
Yes.
Shield.
Long sword.
I did not
long
scroll far
one,
down long enough. I am an idiot.
plus one.
You're just
arrow.
realizing this now?
I didn't scroll down far enough.
Disappointment.
I'm sorry. There's so much stuff in here. I haven't really gone through it all.
Use a search bar.
And keep in mind, you're the one that loots half the stuff, so I don't know what is looted.
I don't know what's loaded either. I just take it.
That's helpful.
I'm quite aware.
Well, at least like looking at it from a realistic perspective, those are weapons just from bandits and a bunch of guys we killed. They're probably not even that good anyway.
No, that'd be about average.
Ah, stop ruining me trying to defend myself.
Never.
No.
I imagine how much of a look the blacksmith would be like, yes, I'm selling all these long swords. Now, do you have a long sword I can buy?
Well, I'd preferably like one, like to call my own. Like not just one I just pulled off a corpse.
You're not worthy.
You can call that one.
So
your own.
for a normal long sword, it would cost you here about 10 gold.
10 gold. And for a decent, well, I'm not gonna go for a wooden shield, metal shield, if that's in stock.
So you're buying the long sword?
I'll take the long sword. I mean, I know we've got some, but I'd like a decently new one. So yes.
Okay, I've thrown that on your thing. Get rid of 10 gold for me. If you have
Yeah,
a
sure
gold.
thing.
Blacksmith just picks up one of the long swords we were given and just gives it a little bit of a sharp and puts it back down on the counter.
That'd be a business tactic.
Also, Sage, you want to say something funny?
Go on, humiliate me more.
Even if those swords were damaged, I could fix it.
Yeah, I don't trust you well enough yet. I don't
the
really.
shield would cost you 5 from here.
What type of shield is it? Wooden or steel?
He'll
metal,
do
I
your
should
metal
say.
one.
Yeah, okay. I do a metal one, yeah.
It is just called a shield though in your inventory.
Okay.
Wouldn't
I just want to make sure because I thought there were categories on the shields.
Well, you
I
got
think
shield,
5E's
shield
removed.
1, shield +2, shield +3.
Yeah, I think 5E's removed all them, so there's no such thing as bucklers or tower shields or wooden shields or anything like that anymore.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, well, as at the moment, I don't have the currency to buy the next best armor for me, so I need a way to defend myself. So,
Don't worry, you will have coin very soon.
all right, and was another 5 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, it's like, please don't tell me your next upgrade is just leather armor.
Why would I go leather armor? I'm not trying to kill myself.
I'll go
Well, to be
leather
fair, I
armor.
also don't know what armor you're wearing, so.
I'm
I'll go
upgrading
leather.
from new
I'm wearing
armor to
I'm wearing
leather.
chain shirt. I'm wearing chain shirt.
Oh, so you're after mediums, gotcha.
Yes. Well, the next one up that I know of, because I'm rogue, I'm trying to look for one that doesn't have disadvantage. The only other one I know of is a little more pricey and does not have disadvantage, so that's the one I'm shooting for.
And what
Medium
one's
armor.
that?
I think it was breastplate off the top of my head. I could be wrong. This was a while. This was a while ago when I was purchasing the armor back in.
Not a mithril breastplate. Mithril.
Hang on. Yeah, no, breastplate is a doesn't give disadvantage. But it's
What about plate armor?
Yeah,
Wait,
plate
hang
armor.
on.
Plate armor is my upgrade. It's more than 1,000 gold pieces for a non-enchanted, non-magical version.
Oh my god, this is too. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
And-
that is why I was saying like 10 armors. Like if they're getting up to 1,500, like even though splint mail might actually be an upgrade for me. I've kind of forgotten what I'm wearing.
I mean, Sage, you
Split
can always just
Is there anything
most
else
of
you're
them
after?
In terms, I guess. Let me see. Let me just check my inventory quickly. Nothing of else at the moment. Thank you, sir.
Okie doke. And at this point, these two behind you would arrive.
I turn around and go, "Where the hell have you been?
Swimming.
Yeah, actually. Maybe
We just had a whole thing of swimming. We don't need any more of it.
I found a cave.
And let me guess, you want to explore it.
Yes, very much so.
Let's get back to the rest of the group and we can discuss it.
There's not going to be a discussion. I'm going to annoy everyone until they agree. We all know.
Yeah. Shush. I'm leaving. See ya.
you got to find us
You
first.
know they would be heading to page 3.
Yeah, but it's chaos. He jumped off long before that.
I'm gathering would be foreign sage.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Sage has
we're
gone
like
in the opposite direction to like deflect where we are.
I
Why
don't know which way you
why
went
did
because
I was zigzagging because I was looking for you.
That could have been a smart play. Just like use up more of Chaos' time to give us more of a break.
Anyway,
Asking
you,
himself to do that.
what are you doing?
You say you, but you don't say your name.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what? Eh. I'm talking to Omega.
I'm still loading in, so I can't see anything yet.
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
There we
Gets
go.
better.
I'm loading in. I'm going to start heading to where I assume the tavern was. Oh, from memory where the tavern was.
Everyone's staring at you going, "Why is this guy sliding on the ground?"
You mean I'm floating, kind of. Hey, Ulrich.
Hey, how's it going?
I think you're in again, not on the outside again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
He's gone. Just over out in the distance, you just hear a click.
No, I sure love not being able to see anything.
Hold on, it takes me a moment.
The moment has passed.
I guess.
Oh, damn, it's bigger on the inside.
Like I said.
I wasn't here to hear you.
God, that'd be a hell of a way to give the barkeeper just deja vu. We all step in, that's the first thing we say.
Meanwhile, the doctor's back there just whitewashing some glasses.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Good. How's your game of checkers going?
Well, I'm losing, like always.
Mushu, are you eating the pieces?
You look
I
down
don't
at
think
the pieces of cake.
You look down. You look at Mushu, and it's like, I don't know how to play this game.
But he's beating all of you.
Hey, Urk, how are you playing if you can't see?
Don't ask questions that you don't know the answers to.
Well,
Isn't that exactly
how
why
am I-
you ask the questions?
Hang on. Urk, do you know what a paradox is?
Why, yes, I said one.
Okay, good. At least you're not that stupid.
Oh god, I've just imagined my own character in that goddamn conversation again. Of course I know what a parasol is. Why do you ask?
I know what a parasol is. What do you ask?
Hey, what's this little green tile down here?
What tile?
This. I can see a green tile down here.
And it's grass.
Interesting.
Ah, yes, interesting. So,
Anyway,
there is a quest that that will basically get us to the capital.
okay.
It's an escort mission, though.
Escorting whom?
Prisoners, a large bunch of them.
I don't know why, but I feel like this may or may not be a trap of some kind.
You, me, and the barkeeper both.
Nez, what's your...
I might need like an entire question to be able to answer that.
I sent it in chat directly to you.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that.
You could just say yes or no.
That would be my next destination, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyway, I think our weird corpse friend has found an underground water cave thing.
Of course he would.
Would you?
Of
would
course
you
he
have been
does.
there, though? Would you have
Pardon?
been there though?
I mean, I was walking away when he arrived, talking about it.
I waited until you guys were done, so you would have already left by then. The only one I would have told was Sage.
Okay, but never mind. I don't know about the weird water cave you found.
We all know that Chaos has found something. What it
You
is...
would have seen me come back. You would have seen me come back dripping wet, but that would be it.
Oh
So you know
god.
something's
Yeah,
up.
Wait, no, I wouldn't know because I would have seen you talk about it, and I have observance, meaning I can read lips.
You would be walking in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I
and
think
they would
you'd need-
probably be inside.
Yeah, I think to lip read you need to actually be facing the person.
Nah.
Yeah, you're not Ulrich.
Yeah.
Only he can do that.
Anyway, weirdly enough, the corpse was wet when I saw him last.
It's an even worse phrasing.
Yeah, that still doesn't make it better. I mean, of course he would somehow find a way to just be in the most weirdest situations.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Valor, when did you get here?
Stand behind you because they would be weirded out at that comment.
Well, I don't think I could hear you from that far away, but I'll just be taking a look around the tavern as I step in through. No, I'm not saying the line.
It's bigger on the inside.
Hey, why did you guys walk away? There's nothing
Apparently they
ridiculous.
didn't like your comment.
Oh. I'm just speaking the truth, though.
Yeah, so at this point, it's when I'll be walking back. So, what have you guys been up to?
Well, apparently this one has been telling me that they found chaos dripping wet in water.
At least I'm on the same table. Well, that's menacing.
Yes, it is.
My reputation precedes me.
But technically, if we quickly rented a room and headed off to sleep, then he would never find us.
Technically, yes.
I'll walk
No,
around town
no,
during the
you-
dead of night shouting your names.
Now, he would kick down our doors and find us. I just know it.
I mean, hey, he's already opened up the door to me when I'm sleeping, so he's set precedence to it.
Don't you lock your door?
Exactly. How do you think I found out?
Oh, it wasn't locked when I got there, but you don't believe me, which is understandable.
Well, you have yourself to blame for that.
True.
Do we have a room here rented already, or?
No, not yet. I was talking with the barkeep. No, so apparently they have, the garrison, basically captured a bunch of bandits that they need help escorting to the capital.
How
Yes.
would they need to escort an entire group?
Yeah. Don't know how big the group size is though. Apparently it's pretty big for bandits. Just in general.
I feel like if they're just using the term "pretty big," you haven't really been given all the information.
I mean, I
like-
got a general gist of it. Wanted to see if you guys wanted to actually be interested in it, then get more information.
I
I mean, well, if they're going to the capital anyway, that is on our destination.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
but it also definitely feels like a trap.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, why wouldn't they just bring a whole bunch of the Capitol guards here to escort?
I mean,
Like
we
a
get
smart
paid
move.
either way, and plus we're heading to that exact destination.
True. True. Plus, I could get some weapons to smelt down into metal.
Plus, if they misbehave and also actually try something, we may actually get to kill them.
And yeah, I suppose on that note as well, what's the quality of metals that you need to melt down anyway? I can't say I'm too much into the whole crafting your own item type of thing, but curious to know if there's a certain type of quality you need.
I mean, I prefer higher quality, but I can work with anything.
Would there be any process you can do to make lower into higher?
Pretty sure. But I'm not exactly an expert blacksmith yet. I'm not even technically a blacksmith by law, because I haven't done half the lessons.
I mean, no one starts out being an expert. It's the
Except for
practice
me
that gets you there.
That is true.
I was born an expert at causing chaos.
You
Well,
know, also-
You were just
no,
born
you
chaotic.
So, out of curiosity, what time of day was it when we got to the town? I believe we asked it last week, but that part's
It is about midday, getting close to mid-afternoon.
That is.
Yes, we still have a bit of time before we need to rent a room, unless we want to just get that out of the way now.
I mean, we can, and then we have a bit more. Then it's out of the way. Then we can just do other stuff.
So, can I assume that, if possible, we're all getting our own rooms like normal?
It depends on what they have, really. So. Yep.
I mean, me rent.
Oh,
me
there's
renting-
the bugger.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, my friends.
Dear
Hey,
God, you are
oh.
dripping wet. What the fuck happened?
I went swimming, and I found something interesting.
What type of interesting?
Well, I asked the guard if there was anything interesting happening, and there's absolutely nothing unusual or strange in the
Squish.
area, which alone is unusual and strange. and the fact that there's now a whole massive bunch of bandits that got captured.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, and there's a cave entrance at the bottom of the lake. I had a little look, nearly got sucked down like a toilet, and I think there's a possibility that there might be something down there.
You mean to tell me you want to do another water dungeon?
That's exactly what I
No.
said to him.
It's not that I want to do another water dungeon, it's just that I want to do another dungeon, and this one just so happens to be underwater.
So do you expect us all to go to a place where you said you felt like you were getting flushed down a toilet?
Oh, that's only when I opened the entrance up more. Well, after a bit, it settled down, and the lake got bigger somehow.
Okay, so
You mean to tell me that you found a spring in the middle of the lake?
Yes, very much so.
okay, I'm just going to tell you this right now, Chaos. No.
No.
Look,
Yeah, he figured
I'm
you
gonna
say
leave-
that, which is why he has said to me that he's gonna annoy us to death until we say yes. So
I'll watch you in your sleep until you say yes.
I mean, you do
Yeah.
it anyway, but if it's truly at the bottom of the lake, we cannot breathe down there like you can.
If I open the entrance up enough, it's possible that I could drain the lake, if only temporarily.
we are not draining the lake. The village would start an uprising, and we'd probably be the ones to pay for it.
They will lose their main source of water. This is a farming town.
Which is why I said temporarily. It'll probably refill by itself.
Probably.
Yeah,
You
we
do
don't know.
not know that.
No, I do not, but
Yeah.
it's worth the risk. It's not like I can.
No,
I
it
feel
is
like at
not
that
worth
point-
the risk.
You should direct those questions to wherever it is your adventurers get your actual quests from, and maybe they'll have more information for your idea, if it's even possible.
Aww.
Chaos. I
Have
need
you
you to
seen this guy?
understand
He ain't going to go talk to no one. He's just gonna go in there, no questions asked.
Chaos. I want you to understand something real quick.
Yes.
It takes a lot for me to not have my big metal guy rust after the last time we went underwater.
That sounds like a
What
huge
if we-
problem.
Yes. So have fun going into the underwater dungeon on your own. Unless you're willing to pay me to help you.
I'll give you a foot rub.
So your head is the size of my entire body.
You'll probably crush their feet.
And he's going to use his foot to run.
He didn't say who's getting rubbed by the foot.
Yeah, I'm not into that kind of thing.
I'll give you a head pat.
You would crush me.
They would, while this conversation is going on, they would say goodbye as they would be heading to their room.
Yes,
Over
and
time.
I will bid them a good night as they are heading off.
Look at that, you scared off the religious ones.
They already hate me.
I'm
I mean, to be
I'm
honest
very
with you, he is the very opposite of what a religious person would want.
Aren't you Uncle Eric?
I am a
Somehow.
cleric.
And also, you contradict your own existence.
I do indeed.
No, there
Is
are
it really that
there are
surprising that I do
deities
that?
out there that both like and want undead.
Like, is it really that strange that I'm contradicting my own existence? Like, it's me. Let's be
No.
honest here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since we've known you, we figured that this is just the way you were, even before you were, you know.
No, I can't really argue.
Oh, that's happening. I am going to see the room situation.
Mm.
Just to get
I'm gonna
myself
get-
out of that situation.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm assuming the barkeep is the one up here with you, Katron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
go
gonna get
jump
one.
over the counter to go and grab beer from.
I want to get
I
some
wonder.
too.
If I was to drink beer, would I just get drunk off the first sip?
It depends on how healthy your con is.
But I mean, one of our cups would probably be enough to get you completely hammered.
No, one of our cops would probably give him alcohol poisoning, let's be honest.
Getting hammered is basically getting minor alcohol poisoning anyway.
Yeah, but enough to actually have to roll for it.
Can I help?
Yes. I would like to talk about the room situation.
Ah, yes. What type of room are you after?
What rooms do you have available?
We have a couple of very cheap group rooms. We have some individual rooms that have pretty much nothing in them. We then have some more group rooms, but more privacy. And then we have private rooms, which have chairs and tables in them.
How many private rooms do you have?
Of the good type or the sleep type?
Cheap type, shall we say?
Cheap type.
You know, looking at this table,
The cheap
one would have a
cheap
running
self
baby.
rooms by themselves is 2 silver.
2 silver each for
For the room.
1, 2, 3.
And it's 3 rooms.
3 private rooms available. Okay.
And then you have the dearer private rooms, which are 5 silver pieces each. There's 4 of those.
Okay. What about the cheap rooms?
Cheap rooms? 3 copper pieces per person.
You get this bundle of hay in the corner.
You get to
Get a
sleep.
bed.
Uh. Let's think here. If we get 3 of the private rooms, that will cover them, and then we get 2 of the private rooms, then it should cover everybody else. Hopefully. No, wait, even better. How many can the group room fit?
So, the big group ones can hold 8. Otherwise, you got the small couple/family share rooms, which only have 1 available at the moment. That has 3 beds in it. But the other one has 8 beds. So big 8, family room 3.
Family room holds 3, so that's 1, 2, 3.
Keep in mind, for the family room, it is 6 copper pieces.
Okay. I think I figured it out.
Reminder, I don't need a bed.
Okay.
Technically, I don't think the rat needs a bed either, but we're also not up there talking about
But
that.
keep in mind,
I don't need
keep
a
in
bed.
mind
No,
the shared
yeah.
rooms
Yeah, this
are
is what I'm
prices
thinking of. Yeah.
So the shared rooms are prices per person, and the private rooms are room.
Yeah. If we do the family room with 3, then that's 1, 2, 3 with the fairy sleeping in the Meg and the rat on the floor.
I can sleep in the corner too. I'm fine with that.
Did you say you have an animal that comes with its own fee?
Chaos, you'll be covering that cost.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Because
so
the animal's right here next to me.
yeah, I know one person wants their private room, so that should pretty much cover it. Yeah. So the family room with the pet that this one is covering, and a private room.
I'd also like to buy a piece of food if that's okay.
And me some beer. The strongest stuff you got.
We'll just click on the guy.
You need to jump over the counter.
You need to
right
be
next
within
to
5 feet of him to get that to trigger.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
So
bring it
hop,
forward.
go over, and there you go.
So I press buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't buy him at a store. You spent our Electrum, how could you? You know exactly what he's doing with that Ulrich. You could see what he bought.
I'm gonna give this to Mushu.
Of course.
And you let him get away with it.
I was busy in discussions, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
What's wrong with Electrum?
You really want to repeat what happened last time, Chaos?
Yes.
Are you going to be paying for the damages?
No.
Well, then I guess you're not ready for the repeat of what happened last time, then. And also, I feel like I have to ask, what kind of cake?
I don't know. I just asked for a cake slice.
Okay,
There.
what does, as I see it being changed hands, what color is the cake? What does it look like?
It looks to be a kind of same like fruit. Oh, I wouldn't say fruit. I would say more probably more along the lines of vanilla slice.
Ooh.
Kind
Okay,
of
that's
cake.
fine. Like, because if it's going to be like, oh, it smells like alcohol, I'm absolutely taking a 5-foot step down and be like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Just for the record, I'm having two out of the 3 beers I've bought. So
You're
Oh,
saving
Mushu's
them?
fine. You know, 2 of the 3. Okay.
yeah, so I've just taken 2 out of my inventory. So I've drank them. How am I feeling?
Romy.
Oh yay! We all know how I am with rolls.
That's the best part.
You're drunk.
Yeah, do it.
We did ask for the strong shit. You got what you asked for.
Yep, that's why I saved 1 for next time in case we're in a situation where I'm just, I want to drink. I just want to have 1 more drink before I kick it,
You just hug the cup. This is for sober me.
These 2 are for now, and this is for sober me. I am
What
sober now.
rooms are you getting?
Let's grab the family room because Chaos said he'd be sleeping on the floor, and a single private room.
It's a single private
So
room.
that will come to 5 silver pieces. Well, what type of private room? Cheap or expensive?
He wouldn't mind a cheap one.
So that will come to 2 silver pieces and 6 copper.
Beautiful. I will take that out of my inventory now. 5 and 6 copper. Bring me down to 74. There we go.
I also feel like I need to find like some banker type person to upchange my copper and silver.
Alright then. I'll go and get the keys off him and head back down to the group.
You're just seeing me like drunk out of my skull.
Okay.
This is the good stuff.
Yeah, I'll hand the private room over to Vanden. And it's like, I know that you like your privacy, so here you go.
Oh, thank you for the thought. How much did it cost you?
2 silver.
Yeah, I will hand 2 silver over to you.
Beautiful.
Hey Mushu, you want me to buy you a drink, buddy? This is good stuff.
No.
Yeah, alcohol's going to be a no-go, though.
Come on, Buick. It's fine. This
Who
stuff.
the fuck is Willick?
First off, I'm not a
Sorry.
car.
Sage, you get hit in the back of the head by the metal guy.
Am I knocked unconscious, or am I
He
just
is
have a
knocked
sore on
the
the back?
fuck out.
I need to actually hear it confirmed.
Would he be knocked out? What do I need to roll for that?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Dex versus strength. That's...
Am I gonna have to roll with disadvantage, or?
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Okay,
Wow.
even with your drunk swaying around as though if you're dodging fists of lightning, you still get bonked on the head. Now I want you to. Where do we want this?
Oh,
Man,
goody.
both of those rolls were pretty good.
Oh, this is gonna be the one that kills me. Well, knocks me unconscious, if you will. Yep.
Fuck.
How's
You
Mushu?
now have an unconscious dude at your table. Have fun.
Before, just after he hits me, my final words are, "Oh look, there's a light in the sky with more beer." Ugh.
Oh, great,
Or-
another alcoholic.
Do we
Alright,
assume that his other untouched beer is being tampered with then?
I'll tamper with it.
I think it may already have been. It took 2 drinks.
Now he has a weak stomach.
Oric, what rooms are ours?
Honestly, I think my character's more like just wants to get drunk just for putting up with chaos.
Yeah.
There.
Oric,
Yep.
what rooms are ours? What room?
Let me take you to it.
How's
Show
Mushu
metal.
doing?
Show the metal guy. He's gonna be carrying.
Issue's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Which door do I go through? That one? Okay.
I feel like you need to separate these two and I'll sort of point across the other side of the table before sort of heading off that way.
Also, my Steel Defender's gonna drag Sage's body across to the room.
Right.
The other customers giving us glances due to the Steel Defender dragging me.
Checking it out, checking it out. Which one? Here it is.
That's P.
Oh, private
It's a one.
family, there it is.
I'll say
I
that's
guess I'll
what?
follow your Steel Defender.
Okay, so I would be going up to the barkeep instead of going where everyone else is.
Maybe not everyone's going up to the rooms. The face still there.
And
Oh,
there
well,
it is.
I'll invite you over to the bar and every chance you want to get a drink or something.
Am I sleeping in here with you
I
guys?
figure if I'm getting
Yep.
one, I can offer you one as well.
You did say you'd be sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the corner and cuddle with Monitor Rat.
Yeah,
And where is the Steel Defender gonna chuck me? That's what I want to ask.
you bed right in the corner over here.
Yeah, you get the bed. The still
You're
defender
chucking,
gets
are you
the floor.
chucking me there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
While I'm unconscious, I need to quickly take care of something, so I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah, so I'd like something to drink before I go to bed, and I'm also here to buy one for my little friend here, and I'll sort of gesture over to Akil.
I see.
I'm assuming the same as like everyone else, I take a 5-foot step forward and like browse through his inventory like that.
Yep.
Just like everybody else, you hop over the counter.
A halfling that hops over the counter, that is fantastic. I am actually going to buy one of those.
What's the least alcoholic thing here?
Judging on prices, probably the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a beer.
And yeah, I will also bring up that I don't know if this is something to be fact-checked or whatever, but I did also hire some space down at the stables. I didn't know if I also need to specify that I've done that here as well. Because he said he had a deal if I was buying a room.
Yes, he'll come probably in tomorrow for just to double check. Otherwise, he'll charge you the remainder you owe tomorrow.
Yeah, so I was just letting you know that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll sort of pop open the ale, I'll give Akil a cheers, and to the bartender, I'll give him a hearty thank you. And then I will start drinking my ale.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I can equip the ale.
You can equip the ale.
You
Oh, what do
can?
you mean you can equip the fucking ale?
But I'm curious.
I got it.
Oh, I can equip beer as well.
Yeah, it's an equipable item. It's not a consumable right now.
Oh shit, it is.
Oh,
That's good too. It's
so I
consumable
can
for
actually
me.
use this as my last weapon should I die.
Whack people over the head with it is a one-time use.
Oh, not whack. I was gonna pour it on them.
Ah, more disrespectful. I got it.
I will go and edit his character sheet. I made this in a rush because I was running out of time this week.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I'll be drinking this ale probably over the course of a half hour to an hour, if you wanted a saving throw roll at all.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
mean, I'd have to drink slow because I'm an
because you
inch
guys are
tall.
drinking slow,
And
you're...
also because I offered, I will give you 1 silver piece for your beer as well, because I did offer to buy you a drink as well.
Oh, thank you.
That would be for the hour.
Okay, so I will roll, and then I will remove the ale from my inventory.
You guys will be fine. I will set it up because I've tried to make it as like it's now an actual consumable. I'll set it up so hopefully it will automatically get you to roll con saving throw for ale and alcohol.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be very often. It's going to be like, oh yes, buy up all the ale and just sit on it and never drink it.
Yeah.
No, we force other people to drink it.
I just mean
gold.
I will set it up kind of thing so it should just prompt you guys.
Demon, I hate to tell you this. I have an electrum piece now.
How the hell did you get it?
Can you
By buying
please?
the beer.
He's trading in the black market now of the Lost Souls world.
He's traded in the black market.
What do you want me to do, Demon?
Turn it into 5 silver, please. Right.
This beer's kind of shit.
Well, it's not our speciality.
I mean, the ale was fairly nice. It was a little on the light side, but I was feeling more like a lighter drink this time.
Actually, that you wouldn't actually have it wouldn't be 5 silver. I need you to turn. I would need you to turn to. In other words, add 4 more silver to your inventory.
And I think originally an Electrum is
4
5 gold. No, 4 gold? Something like that?
Hang on.
Yeah,
I want to clarify. I just want to clarify here. So I would have 13 silver now, correct?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I don't know. I need to figure out a way for it doesn't, give it back to you guys in AFP. I'll figure out how this module works later.
I mean,
Alright,
a sort of simple solution is all the Electrum pieces that we have, as in actually have, put that on the shared thing so that if any erroneous ones we get, we can just remove.
Yeah.
I'm head to the rooms now.
Yep, so I'll bid you a good night as you head off, Akil. I will finish off my drink. Does it come in a cup or like a bottle?
It would come in like one of those old timey, like the like how Vikings used to drink in those kind of
Wooden mug.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yes,
it'd be like
I've finished off my drink and then I'll hand it back to the barkeeper.
Thank you.
I'll say that was a lovely drink, but I will see you in the morning.
I will bid you a good night.
And I will start heading off to my own room as well.
Your room is the only one that is unlocked, and it has a P next to it.
Ah yes, the P room.
Well, I'm trying to make it so you guys know which one is which.
I mean, that is fair enough, it's just hilarious.
I'm just upset that Monsieur Rat didn't go on a sugar rush again.
Yeah.
So, this
We're
one?
just children.
And I'm guessing you would lock it.
Absolutely. Chaos is around.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Like, would the only thing in this room be the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, also, chaos.
Yes.
So for animals, it is a 2 silver piece deposit. If Marshall Rat doesn't make a mess, you get that 2 silver pieces back.
Okay. Sorry. Minus 2 silver.
Well, is he going to make a mess or not?
No, he is not.
Then you
gonna
might
look
as
at
well
the
just
way.
keep it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a
I don't
rat.
believe it.
If rats are happy, they pee continuously. As someone who's had rats, I'm painfully aware of that.
They also bulge out their eyes.
Yes, it's called boggling.
Oh my god. Okay, I will roll a percentile. If it is, if it's 50, if it's between 51 and 100, you lose the 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
I mean, if you just want to see
It's
something
31,
bizarre,
you get to keep them.
Yay.
I mean, if like if it doesn't sound bizarre enough that we're saying it, and you want to look it up yourself, Google rat boggling, and you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Hmm.
Duh, duh.
But yes, if we're getting back to the game, if there was only the bed in here, I'll sort of brace a few pieces of paper on top of the survival guide as I continue writing it in my journal before tucking into bed.
Is that everyone for the night?
Yep.
Yep.
As Yurk doesn't actually sleep on a bed.
He's keeping watch over
There we go.
Mushu to stop him from going wild.
All right, everyone awake now.
And Chaos immediately leaves.
Do I have
He
any
goes
effect
immediately
on
to
it,
the
or are they
door.
still there?
For fuck's sake. Chaos!
Yes?
The fuck are you doing?
Trying to see my friend.
Well, you can do that when he's good and ready.
I picked the lock.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Oh, do I? I don't think I do it. Let me check.
Why don't you like
I
start
do.
sliding you as you enter or something?
I go over to
No,
myself
I
and put on
don't
the
have
shirt.
thieves' tools. Damn.
Then you wouldn't be able
What's
to
funny?
pick this lock.
Drats.
I have thieves' tools.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Sure, I haven't used them yet. Anyway, is our drunk friend here still drunk?
I'm just clearing the map. I have to.
No, you don't. This thing.
I take it I'd be still a bit hungover, so I'm still sleeping in. Oh, yay. Let's see how I do this time.
You 100% have a hangover.
Yep, so I'm probably going to be in bed for a little bit. So either you guys do your thing, or you might have to just drag me out.
Yeah, okay.
No, we're gonna leave you behind.
If you leave me behind, that's a bad idea, because if you leave me behind, then Chaos is going to have to bully one of you.
No, we can still bully you. You just won't be there to defend yourself.
Yeah, but he enjoys it when I try to.
Besides, big guy can rip his jaw off.
I mean, what do you think Chaos be more into? Bothering people who are like awake and aware, or bothering someone who's got a hangover?
That's a good point.
Oh, time stopped. What's happened?
I didn't mean
How
to
was
stop
this
that.
wonderful?
You stopped timed on accident. What did you do?
I'm just
Wrong.
running mules around the building. Don't worry about it.
Who was this? A random NPC who I just saw spawn in. Why does she look
unpause.
kind of... What is this woman doing?
Why can't I unpause game?
Because there is movement happening. What the fuck was that?
She was running meals. She's the chef.
That was
Normally
really
it's the
quick.
waiter normally the waiter is the one that runs.
Yeah,
Ah.
how do you think she got the job?
She's a monk.
So you're
Oh.
aware.
Well, that's interesting.
There are.
Okay.
Oh.
I can see the barrels. I can see where the alcohol's kept.
Oh no. I can also kind of see...
Yeah, there's a god view there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But I can easily not fix that. Actually, no, I can't fix that. Just needs to.
Smoochy.
Yeah. I fixed
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Aww.
Did you? Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
When did that job to export prisoners say it was being done?
I quickly look on the quest board and bring it up.
Oh, this is the quest board.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be leaving in about 6 days. Because that's when soldiers from the local regional capital would be arriving.
Oh, good. We'll get paid for the other quest from the last town in that time.
And no, Chaos, this does not mean you're doing the cave diving again.
Okay.
If you want to do it yourself.
It's like, that's fine. I'm going to call
I
it cave
think
diving
mission
instead.
good.
Then.
Anyway, does anyone need weapons worked on, like sharpened, made sure they're still usable?
Sure. I mean, you can have a look at mine.
Cool. I'll do some quick maintenance on people's gear using my smithing tools.
Yeah, it seems like they were going to be in town for a while if we are going to be taking this quest. How much does it pay for?
How much it pays for? That is a beautiful question. That you'll get an answer to. I'm also gonna bring
what's
up
this?
first.
What am I seeing out here? Get 3 B 2 SP with it back if.
Okay, I'm not gonna bring up a quest right this second. I'm gonna hide my written notes on the field. And then I will bring up a quest. Give me a sec.
Has anyone harvested these crops in a weird pattern lately?
I mean, I can also see what I'm assuming is more of the building up here, even though I've never been up there.
I just didn't walk up there. So, for the escort quest. So, from Alabaster or Alabaster.
Alabasterville.
Alabasterville to the capital of a region, which is. Let me just get its name again.
King's Watch.
King's Watch. They are willing to pay. This is going to be actually quite a big coin. They're willing to pay. Now, if nothing happens, they're willing to pay 40 platinum per person.
Ooh, that is good pay. What happens if something does happen? Will we get compensated?
I can feel you looking at me when you said that.
If something happens, let's say there's an attack, you will be paid for the loot and any outstanding bounties.
That is not bad at all.
Plus
Plus,
Ooh, there's more.
all board, so like
Like inns along the way.
yeah, so your inns, and any food or gear that you buy, within reason.
will be
So,
compensated.
for example, if you buy it and you use it for the mission,
we will get compensated for it. Nice.
yes, they will pay it back.
Are you typing it up as you speak it?
Yes,
Well,
yes, he is.
Yes, I am. I have it in my head. I just don't type it out because I don't have time, and I
You know,
have
same
notes.
here.
And I have notes written in different places. I'm putting it all in one place.
Yeah, same way I do it. I have brief footnotes like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, I can read it.
Yeah, so I have like brief notes of like what's going to happen in town. Depending on what you guys do, I then write out quests on what you can accept.
Trap chaos underwater? Check.
How did you know that was a footnote?
Why wouldn't it be?
Kill chaos.
And now,
Don't hear
bonus.
denial for that one.
If there is a death, the remaining group thank you for a posture check. We'll
also be compensated.
we'll get half of the money they've spent. So they spent on the travel. Plus what they're entitled to for completion. To be shared. So you won't get like an extra 40 per person. It'd be 40 and split.
So you mean to tell me that if one of us survives, not only will we get compensation for what we spent on, but also an additional half on top of that, and also everything that a party would have gotten to one person.
I feel like with chaos around, that's probably the worst way you could have phrased that, but that is what it sounds like.
So you mean to tell me that we can fake everybody deaths except for one and get more money out of it?
No, we can fake everyone's deaths, and then say we had to buy a raised dead, which is like, what, 700 to 1,000 gold each?
And then do that several times over.
It also has a warning, just so you're aware, that death is highly likely.
And they won't compensate
That
for
will
that.
will be fine.
But they would compensate to a point. They won't go the extra mile on like compensating the families of the people that were involved or anything like that.
Yeah, we kind of understood that.
Additionally, if you cause trouble on the mission,
Chaos.
you'll be penalized.
So all I'm hearing is we're going to automatically get a penalized.
We're gonna get a penalty just for having chaos in our party.
Yes, I feel like you need to read out what the penalties are, because that's
all
going to
I'm
happen,
hearing is the fact that
guaranteed.
you're going to kill me to get a benefit.
Hey, not only do we get a benefit, we remove the penalty.
So your penalties include breaking the law.
Oh, basic shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, basic shit. Fair. It doesn't sound like a bad deal.
I know there's chaos.
Something bad is definitely going to happen, though.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. I'm not going to sugarcoat that to you.
It's not going to end well.
I mean, here's the thing. If we go down the... I mean, here's the thing. If we're heading to King's Watch, it's... We'll go have to backtrack and deal with it if something bad does happen and we're in King's Watch. It's just going to happen. We have to deal with it one way or another.
Yeah.
So then we have 6
However,
days.
there is one more note for you.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So, this is an out-of-game note, so your characters don't know about this note.
Oh,
If the party gets to King's Watch and hands in this quest, you will be given a bonus award of 1 level up.
Say no more!
Christ, we're definitely doing
you
this
better
quest
be like,
now.
there's a second bounty here for rescuing a bandit, like a group of bandits that are being escorted somewhere. It's like,
Oh man,
they just happen to leave a day later.
Bonus Gate 3 shenanigans, I tell you.
I haven't even played that game, so nice.
Neither have I.
Yeah, you get a quest and then there's like multiple options to do it. Or you can get 2 separate quests to do the complete opposite thing.
So, what do you think about that quest?
I say take it.
I say take it.
I say take it.
Yeah.
Nez?
No, I'm technically still sleeping.
True. Okay, we have 4 out of 5. We're going to be taking the quest.
So
I'm
keep in
gonna-
mind that fourth one is still hungover and unconscious. Well,
I
asleep.
still a yes in my books.
Well, I feel like after I gave you out-of-game note, you immediately gotta say yes anyway.
That
I mean,
is true.
we were basically already about to say yes, because, well, it's in our, like, direction we're going. We get a bit extra. Escorts are paying, yes, but we get a bit extra.
I mean, we get a good, decent amount of change out of this.
Assuming they all live.
Yeah.
True. And even if one of us doesn't live, we still get more money on top of that.
But that also just basically means if one of the bandits die, well, we basically only get rewarded for bringing one of them in anyway.
True. So only
Right.
one needs to live.
So if we kill all but one, then it'll be easier to handle the job.
That will give you a demerit, and they will probably arrest you for murder.
Oh. But the bandits,
Because-
not people.
They are in the king's custody, as they would see it. Meaning they're under the king's protection, meaning you're killing the king's people.
I mean,
Oh.
but who's gonna know?
The people you're going to be working with. But yeah, I would suggest
Them
probably
too.
getting
What do you
more
mean the people
information.
we're working with?
Yeah. I'm gonna head up to the counter with the flyer. It's like, yeah. Would it be possible to sign us up for this?
Of course I can. The party information, however, will be only be given out once the escort team from King's Watch arrives.
That's
So what we will be doing now is we'll be putting your name down as an interest, and then once they arrive, they'll be staying for an extra day, which at that time you'll be given any information that they have to give you, and if you wish to continue with accepting this quest, you will do so. If you don't, there will be no demerit on your record.
Okay, good to know. So then, we have about, what, 5 days? Then they arrive, and then we leave on the 6th?
So you
I'm
have
hearing water
5
cave.
days. You then have the day that they should be arriving on the 5th, maybe 6th day, and they'll be leaving on the day after they arrive.
Okay, good to know. So we have 5, 6-ish days to do other shit.
And recover.
All I'm hearing is water cave.
No.
Now,
No.
I mean, there are other quests on the board. There should be some good stuff around here as I head back to the board.
I just got over here.
So now, how long has everyone been talking about that current bounty for?
You would be waking up and probably start to put on your armor.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I've kept you in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to make it a point where our character's probably like up at, what, an hour later than everyone else?
Also, a guy with a headache would start feeling sore at this point and laying in bed. You'd probably start fussing and turning.
Do I have to wake up?
I can make a
Whatever.
clean wake up again.
But
Where's
it,
my-
it,
where's
it,
my
it is
silver beer?
also our usual finish time.
This is true.
How about
So-
it's
I would say would be finishing at the point where Nez would be putting on his armor, you'd be looking at another board, and the drunk would be crawling out of bed.
But mother,
mean
I do
complaining?
not want to leave the comfort of my warmth.
I actually hate laying in bed. It just makes me feel too awake.
No, I
Really?
I always try my
If
best.
I
not
get
to
in
spend
bed,
time.
instead of feeling more sleepy, I just like lay there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Trying to fall asleep.
I'm weird in the fact that I do my best to stay out of bed as long as possible, but once I get in, I try to stay in as long as possible.
I think
No.
that's everyone though.
Fair.
If I stay
Yeah.
in bed too long, I feel grumpy that day.
Explains so
Yeah, I
much.
take it we're ending it here now.
It would seem so, as it's a nice place to finish this session.
Hey.
Speak for yourself, I'm hungover.
So a
Yeah,
great
see,
place
perfect
to end
spot.
the session.
Yeah,
Well,
you still have 6 or so minutes before you reach the 3-hour mark, so.
Yeah, but we're at a nice spot to finish.
Fair.
Sage is huge over. Wow.
Yeah, 1 second.
That's
Yeah, I just,
Like, are you saying that it's like a walkie-talkie where I say over at the end of my...
I am just quick typing. It's meant to be a note for me, not a note for you.
I wonder if there's like a hungover
Yeah.
status effect you can apply to the tokens.
I wish. I
mean,
wish.
In theory, you could explain that by poisoned, to a lesser extent.
Yeah.
It's something to remind you, at least.
I mean, for me personally, I considered being drunk its own separate condition because it makes it easier, especially for a way of the drunken monk, because they have
yeah,
immunity
it'd
to
be-
being poisoned.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100%. Yeah, it's better if there was a drunk status, but I don't think there is in Foundry, so you kind of got to make do with what you got.
Yeah, that is true.
Yaha.
Maybe poison stable.
Yeah, I'll think about it. But yeah. Also, if you guys could let me know what you're keeping in, like for shared loot kind of thing.
I think it goes without saying the health potions.
Yeah. I mean, like for non-obvious shit. Like you might want to be keeping the war pickaxe for a reason.
Okay, that's everything I can think of off the top of my head.
Alright. I'm gonna post that in the other thing, and if people agree with that, just let me know.
I mean, I can
Probably-
publicly post it if you want me to.
Yeah, publicly post it. If people think that they might want to just check it out, let me know. I'm free pretty much all day Tuesday. So we can do it then. Otherwise, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm just gonna give you the amount that it would be you would entitle to if you sold it all.
Does the sensor make it so we can't swear?
Yeah, the sensor is like something that divine people would sometimes put like incense in there to like burn it.
Oh,
So yes, that would be for me. That is an item I myself am interested in.
Yeah.
as a cleric,
I
I
guess
should
I
be
could-
interested in that too.
Yes,
but I
the
don't.
same as Monsieur Rat probably be interested in the ink bottle and the pen because wizard.
Yeah.
And also
I-
probably
True.
the scroll.
I'd probably keep the more metal items, like, I don't know, some of the weapons. Some meltdown, I guess.
I will open up this on Tuesday, just all day while I'm home. So if you guys want to have a look and see what you have, and then just send it in the public Discord. What is not written there, I will just give you the coin for.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Except for, I assume, the magic rule item.
Oh, that's written on this list I've posted publicly, which we kind of still
Okay.
haven't discussed what we want that item to kind of be either.
That I had no time to fix. Alright, someone pick who we're rating, I don't care.
No one I really know is streaming, so
I got no one.
let's raid Twitch plays Pokemon.
Yeah, I got no one.
Does Twitch still do Twitch plays Pokemon?
They're playing it right now. Playing Cassette Beast, so
It has its phases.
Yeah.
yeah.
We got somebody doing D&D. Let's roll for dragons.
Are they speaking English?
Oh, they're doing an all bard campaign. That's going to be hectic.
Do you want just for that? Let's go raid them. I found them.
Yep.
Send me the name.
There's going to be a lot of Chard support in that campaign.
Let's roll for. We're gonna go and raid. Let's roll for dragons. One word. They're doing new All Bards campaign. They've been up for 1 hour and 48 minutes doing Dungeons and Dragons. We have raided them before. So yeah. I'm gonna start my raid into them.
Yeah, I've already started mine.
As I get hit with all the lovely redeems. Thank you, Chaos.
You're very welcome.
Yes, I have been your DM today, a demon. I have been joined with no particular order, Katron,
It's been a pleasure being a player for this amazing campaign.
Nez,
Yes, it's been nice to be a part of it as we're all getting there. Starting to build up, and by the looks of things, it's going to start to get a lot harder.
Sage,
We'll catch you later. Really enjoyed this sesh. Can't wait for the next fight.
Omega,
Oh, Vita's in.
and Chaos.
Oh, how demon supremacy. Oh, how demon supremacy.
I knew you'd say that, so I left you for last. Enjoy your time zones, everybody, and we'll
I
see
said
you.
that because you left me for last.
Bye.
Bye, everybody!
Take care,
Yeah.
everyone.